One of the reasons why some communities are safer, happier places to live than others is because they are dependent on each other and they trust each other. That's the number one in all relationships, trust. One of the things from history that you shouldn't make a note of is, if you're interested in history that is, that Henry VIII destroyed the monasteries. Okay, he was saying, well, they were corrupt and they were taking money off people. Well, yes, there was a reason why they took money off people. They were providing services for the normal, ordinary people who were round about them. They provided an education for the children. They taught the children, albeit about religion, etc., but they did a lot of the education. They taught them to read and write, etc. And they also took care of any hardship. If somebody had been widowed or their crops had failed or there was a fire, they would encourage other people to donate and contribute and help people who would come across those circumstances. They provided hospital facilities. We know this for a fact because they actually planted, and still some of these herbal remedies and such are growing in massive patches around the monasteries where they were. And so it was obvious that they were makeshift hospitals, or as best they had at the time, to look after people. But Henry VIII wanted money because he was going to war with France and he was going to go to war with Spain, and he had to destroy these monasteries. So he wanted to take over the role of social services, which still goes on today. The government takes care of all these things now, not the church. And the other thing they wanted to do was for them to pay taxes and everything that they grew and everything that they earned. So there was the money that they would have paid to the church or donated to the church, they were having to pay that by law, by command. They had to pay it to the government. Big win for Henry VIII and the governments ever since. That's why we pay taxes. And another thing they wanted to do was control how people behaved. They wanted to obey his laws, not the laws of the church. And in his laws, he wanted everybody to be soldiers, aggressive, and want to learn all these fighting skills. The church wasn't important. That's a bit of a background into how relationships evolved to be so dependent on the state instead of each other. But that's why relationships frequently hit turmoil, because it was the way that we want to live, or the way that we should live, and the way that we did live in the past is not being accommodated in the modern world. Please subscribe if you haven't done already, and tick on the bell for notifications, and click a like if you liked the video. Thanks for listening, I do appreciate it. Thank you.